Dish 6, that japchae stew makes me spend more time with you. Episode 6 of Cooking Crush starts 31 hours before Prem and Tin kiss. Tin waits for Prem outside his class since a cooking class is scheduled that afternoon. Prem rushes over after he is done and suggests that they have today's lesson in the school's cooking lab since Prem has asked permission to use it. Tin does not seem excited about this, especially when Prem tries to teach him the techniques of plating and making a dish that Chang Ma taught them in class. Tin tells Prem to concentrate only on flavor in their lessons and not eat with your eyes first techniques. In the next scene, Metha and Fire browse the sex workers street when they run into Dynamite and Samsi. They ask Metha to give them a ride since they stay in the same condo as Fire, but Samsi notices that he has lost his wallet and steps out to search for it. Suddenly, the police arrive, everyone scrams, and they leave Samsi behind. The police arrest him, but Metha returns to help him, leaving Dynamite and Fire alone in the car. Metha manages to convince the police officer that they are students, and he lets them go. Meanwhile, Prem arrives home and tells his sister about the visit from Tin's father and the awkward interaction with Tin that afternoon. His sister tells him that Tin might have been unhappy since Prem was not being himself during the lesson, and true to her deduction, Tin gives the food Prem made that afternoon to Metha. He says that he did not like that Prem was not using his skills during the class, but was transferring new techniques he learned from Chang Ma. Metha tells Tin that he is jealous of Chang Ma. Pang helps Prem figure out what to do by asking him to have one cooking lesson with Tin, and if it does not work out, he should then decide to end it. Meanwhile, Metha helps Tin understand his feelings. He is upset because Prem mentioned another man during the lesson, and the person is someone Prem admires. He is agitated not because of the did that Prem made, but because he is jealous. Metha asks Tin to apologize to Prem and tell him he wants to see him and keep learning to cook. The following cooking lesson aims to make Tin like vegetables by making them sweet in japchae stew. Tin is not convinced that the vegetables can be made sweet, but Prem tells him to try them later after they are done cooking and the lesson begins. However, the dish Prem chooses to cook takes at least 2 days to be ready, and Pang jokes that Prem intentionally chose it so he can see Tin again. While bidding Tin goodbye for the day, Prem feels empty, wondering if he will see Tin again since today is their last lesson. He tells him that he hopes to see him again and to feel welcome to visit even after the last cooking lesson. Tin is reluctant to leave, and after walking a few steps, he runs back to ask Prem to join him for a meal. He says that he usually does not eat before their lesson to enjoy the food they make, but since today's dish was japchae stew, he feels hungry.